Hey there, everyone. Chief Meteorologist Jason Boyer here in beautiful Asheville, North Carolina, and the Skywatch Weather Center. I want to get you ready for your weekend plans, and I'm sure many of you will be heading outdoors. But there's something important to know, and that is we are in a significant drought here in the Blue Ridge Mountains, a severe drought officially, and that means you want to avoid any kind of flammable objects. All right, no fires, no fireworks, obviously, things like that. We are at high risk for wildfires, so that's something to know. Here's the setup. It's been a very, persistent setup. We've had high pressure dominating over the south so many weeks on end, and the jet stream riding well to the north of us. That does not allow a significant widespread rain event to occur here, as the systems usually ride off to the north of that high pressure, and that's the way it's been going. If you're also looking for some fall colors, you're not going to find much in the mountains. We are past peak pretty much everywhere in western North Carolina, with the exceptions into the foothills. So these are lower elevations east of I-26 into places like Forest City, Rutherfordton, Lake Lure, Columbus, and Mill Spring. Those are places in Polk, Rutherford, McDowell, and Burke County. That's where you're going to find peak or near peak colors right now in terms of the fall foliage. And those are about an hour's drive, a little more maybe in some cases, east of Asheville. You can go down into the upstate and find some decent colors now. In fact, there's still moderate color, and that's the stage they're at in some of the places around the I-85 corridor into Greenville and Spartanburg. Other than that, some high color for those higher elevations. This is another view of what it looks like in terms of color. And again, we are pretty much past peak for all these elevations, down to the valley floors, past peak in the mountains, and it's really just the foothills that have the near peak color to enjoy. I mentioned the rainfall, and we are down significantly. We're down almost 11 inches. In fact, today's numbers will come in any minute now, and we're likely to be down 11 inches officially for the year. 8 of 10 months have been drier than average so far this year, and we've lost 10 inches of moisture since June. That's how quickly it has developed in terms of the drought. So since 1946, when they began taking weather observations at the Asheville Regional Airport, there have only been 11 other years that are drier than this year. So there's some perspective for you. And I mentioned the wildfire risk. It is high. So this weekend, high wildfire danger, so avoid any campfires. If you are absolutely certain you're going to do some burning for the campfires, have water nearby and make sure that fire is completely out. I mean, not an ounce of embers, nothing warm to the touch. You want to certainly get rid of any kind of possibility of flames. All right, let's talk about this. Other drought tips. You can bag those leaves if you're going to be planning on working outside of the yards. Don't burn the leaves. On the patio, watch those fire pits and those stoves. I know a lot of us have the fire pits and stoves we want to fire up and entertain ourselves with and stay warm by this time of the year. Have a source of water nearby, a hose or a big bucket of water in case any kind of ember kind of breaks off from there and maybe starts a fire. Elsewhere, don't discard cigarette butts. That's always a must this time of the year anyway. All right, that's what I wanted you to be aware of. Have a great weekend. Have a safe weekend. Enjoy it. No matter what, be outside and enjoy the awesome weather that we're expecting. We're expecting highs in the 60s to around 70 both days. I'll see you again in a little while.